This should be the rest of the walls and the ceiling here, what I've just picked up. So maybe I'll get this finished. Home away from home. Lowe's. Oh, it's the Grand Ole Opry. This is a nice hat, though. I got it up at Tiger Stadium. It's nice. It's like a summer hat. Still not a Tigers fan, but I dig the hat. She does exist. Hey, babe. What'd you do today?
Helped work on Merle.
But what did you do?
I held the boards for the ceiling and I got a splinter in my finger.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Now what are you doing?
Planting?
Planting in Merle?
No. Just planting.
She does exist. Told you. She's real. Coming together. Well, hello. Merle update. It's been a few weeks with the rain and everything, but if you can see, the ceiling is almost all the way in. Of course, this wall is done, except for these smaller areas that we've got to do right here, but the ceiling is almost all the way done. I'll show you the fan in a second. It's a little warm today. Tomorrow's Easter, so if you celebrate Easter, happy Easter to you. And I know I have a different hat on. This is homage to my Michigan brethren, but you guys know that I'm a Cub fan through and through. So anyway, thanks to Vanessa over there who's planting, who helped hold these boards up. Again, these are these 12-foot boards, so a little bit difficult to do by yourself. So I'll show you kind of around, and whoops, kind of around in here. I still have to wire the fan so you can see how I've cut around the fan. I've got a frame that came with the fan that I have to put up in here, and then I'm going to trim that out. I'm also going to trim out kind of here around the doors and right in here. I don't know if you could see that, but it's a little bit rough. This is still some of that insulation. This is the very front. It's still a little bit rough. Let me see if you can. Yeah. So you can see the front of the van. This is the part that's a little bit rough, a little bit uneven, and I've still got to figure out how to trim that out. Here is part of the curvature of the van that curves all the way down. Most of these vans come with ribs. They call them ribs so you can mount things to them. From here all the way up, there's nothing. I mean, if I drilled into here, it'd come right through the top of the ceiling. So there's not, I've got to figure that part out about how to cover this up from here to here, and I haven't quite figured it out yet. I don't know if I'm going to use a piece of fabric. I just don't know yet. And of course, this is the unfinished side over here, which I will try to finish today. I still have one board to put in here because I have to take this wire from the fan and run it back behind here and all the way through here. And then I'm gonna actually take the that Yeti product, the Goal Zero, and have that sit right here. So that is kind of where we are. I may try to get done with all of these walls today, and then after that I'll actually be able to put in this laminate plank. I talked to my brother, thanks Mark, that it's called laminate plank. I don't know if it was laminate for, but it kind of looks like plank, and I'll set all that down. So it's actually coming together. So if you look on kind of more this side, it looks fairly complete. I still haven't done the door yet, but I will. So I'm going to take crown molding and put up here to trim all this out. So it's going to look really, really clean and nice. So it's very quiet in here now. So it's I can't wait. We've got a trip planned coming up. We're going to take it up to Maine and do some camping and some sightseeing and all that kind of stuff. But that's the update so far. So thanks for watching. Thanks for being patient, and happy Easter and all that good stuff. So see ya. Exciting things is that my wife brought me a beer. I just heard her come out and she had beer. So I was going to talk about the fan, but you brought these instead.
Cheers.
Cheers. Come here, babe. You know, so this fan is actually working, which thank God. But it's wired down to. I've got to get some ties and put on here. This is the Goal Zero thing that I was telling you about. It's got all these plug-ins. It's a giant battery that we will eventually power with solar. And I've got to buy the solar panels, but instead of having wires run all through here, I'm going to power the whole thing with this Goal Zero. You can see the fans pulling about 24. But I have not charged this all winter. But you can plug USBs and other 12-volt things, but it's got all sorts of inputs. And what you do is when you get to a site or something, you just plug it back in and charge it back up, which doesn't take too long. This is actually kind of cool. It came with this MaxxAir fan, and I'll actually mount it to the wall in here, but you can set a thermostat on this joker. It's sucking air out right now, and I'm behind the fan, so I can actually feel the air coming out right there. But it's very cool. It's kind of exciting to get this hooked up. I mean, of course I have to clean up these wires and have them run, and I'll actually have the Goal Zero sit over there, probably in front of this wheel rail right here. So pretty neat to have the fan on for a little while, having had it in here for a long time. So, and this is going to be a cool thing right here. Ooh, I've got my Sylvan Park Nashville glass. So nice. All right, so I got a lot done. Most of the walls, I'm saving this spot up here because I had to run some wires up there, and I've got to put one more of these boards on. I accidentally tore off one of the ribs down here, so I have to fix that. And I'm just kind of tired, honestly, today. But I'm almost done, and I'll have to clean up these sections right here. The bed's gonna go above or beyond that wheel well, so it's looking pretty good, I'd say, except for that one spot up there, which I just had to do for wiring today, and I'm gonna have to finish the door. But other than that, you can see that it is coming along. It's almost, the guts are just next, so it's exciting, right? See ya.